My grandson asked at breakfast, "Grandpa, what you gonna do?" I smiled and said, "I've got a list, and half of it is new. A little town I've never seen, an old friend I should call, a dance with your grandma in the kitchen before the summer turns to fall. I know these hands look older, I know the mirror's changed, but hope still wakes up early and whispers my name. I'm still making plans, still dreaming after all, still drawing little circles on maps pinned to the wall, still saving room for wonder, still believing love expands. I may be growing older, but I'm still making plans. I wanna learn to play that song I always meant to know, take the long road home again, just to watch the evening glow, plant tomatoes in the backyard, teach the kids to skip a stone, tell the people that I love them before another year is gone. Oh, turns out life gets sweeter when you stop rushing through and start paying attention to what's right in front of you. Yeah, I'm still making plans for mornings yet to come, still buying flowers for no reason, still walking toward the sun, still saying yes to laughter, to second chances and romance. The calendar keeps turning, but I'm still making plans. Oh, one day there'll be a final chapter, I understand that's true, but today I've got coffee brewing, blue skies breaking through, I've got stories left to tell, forgiveness left to give, and as long as my heart keeps beating, I've still got reasons to live. I'm still making plans with silver in my hair, still amazed this ordinary life can be this rich and rare, still chasing little miracles, still taking every chance, and when tomorrow knocks upon my door, I'll greet it with a grin, because I've still got songs to sing, still got roads to roam, still got people to hold, still got gratitude to show. I may be growing older, but I'm not done, no, I'm still making plans. The suitcase can wait by the doorway, the coffee is still warm, the radio is playing softly, and tomorrow sounds pretty good, because after all these years I finally learned this: you don't stop dreaming because you grow old. You grow old when you stop making plans. And me, I've still got a few Ain't nobody writing songs about an ordinary Tuesday. No fireworks above the rooftops, no headlines on the front page. Just coffee on the counter, the dog asleep by the door, sunlight dancing through the curtains across this old hardwood floor. I used to live for Fridays, counting down each working week, never knowing heaven visits on days this quiet and sweet. Tuesdays are beautiful, more than we understand, and the laughter from the next room, and a weathered pair of hands, and a call from an old friend, and a slow walk after rain. Life ain't only special moments, it's the ordinary days. Tuesdays are beautiful. I wave to old Miss Eleanor, watering flowers next door. She asks about my grandkids like she's asked 100 times before. The cashier knows my coffee, the barber knows my name. Funny how these little rituals become the things that stay. We spend our youth chasing memories we haven't made just yet, only to find the richest ones are the ones we almost forget. Tuesdays are beautiful, with their quiet little grace, no spotlight or applause required, just familiar smiling faces, a song playing in the kitchen, a chair out on the porch. You don't have to climb a mountain to know what living's for. Yeah, Tuesdays are beautiful. One day, someone will miss this version of you, the way you hum while washing dishes, the way you ask if everybody's eating, the way you sit in your favorite chair, watching the evening news. These little things, they're not little at all. Tuesdays are beautiful, and so is growing old. Learning joy ain't hidden inside stories left untold. Yeah, it's right here in the present, in the life we've wandered through, in every ordinary morning that lets us start anew. So here's to simple moments, to the skies above our roofs. If today's all we've been given, that's more than enough truth. Oh, Tuesdays are beautiful. The coffee's getting colder, the newspaper's folded shut, the sun is setting outside the kitchen window. Nothing extraordinary happened today, no grand adventure, no miracle from the heavens, just conversations, a few laughs, a warm meal, a hand to hold, and somehow it feels like everything Because after all these years I finally learned the good old days aren't behind us. Sometimes they arrive on a Tuesday.
Thought by 70-something I'd have all the answers down, know exactly who I was, how the whole world turned around. But every year keeps proving there's another truth to learn, another song I've never heard, another page to turn. There's a little cafe in Boston, a trail I've never walked, a stranger with a story that could change the way I talk. Turns out growing older doesn't close the door, it just teaches you which ones are worth opening. There's more to discover, more than I've ever known, more sunsets worth chasing, more seeds left to sow, more reasons to be grateful, more chances to begin. As long as my heart keeps beating, there's more to discover within. I still ask questions at dinner, still read books late at night, still get amazed by thunderstorms rolling through July. I watch my grandchildren teaching me how to see the world anew. Funny how wisdom works both ways, I've got lessons left to learn too. I used to think adventure belonged to younger souls, now I know curiosity doesn't wrinkle with the skin. There's more to discover, more laughter on the way, more unexpected friendships hiding in ordinary days, more forgiveness left to offer, more love I haven't given. The best thing about tomorrow is not knowing what it brings. Yeah, there's more to discover. One day there'll be a final chapter, I understand it now, but today isn't about endings. It's about leaning forward, trying new recipes, learning old dances, taking the long route home, staying interested, staying amazed, staying alive. There's more to discover with silver in my hair, more beauty in this old world than one lifetime can prepare. More songs left in the jukebox, more dreams worth recovering. And if the Lord gives me tomorrow, I'll greet it like a gift, because wonder never retires, hope never grows old, and gratitude keeps teaching me that life is bigger than I know. There's more to discover. I don't need another youth, I just need another morning, another cup of coffee, another conversation, another chance to say yes to something unexpected. Because I There's still more to discover. There's still more to discover. I don't take the highway much these days. I leave a little early instead. Drive through the old neighborhoods where pieces of my life still live. There's a diner by the railroad tracks, a barber shop with faded paint, a baseball field where summer echoes sound exactly like they did. I used to chase the fastest route, always hurrying along. Now roll the windows down and let the memories sing. I take the long way home with nowhere else to be, past old front porches and corner stores that still remember me. The years taught me something my younger heart had missed. Life ain't measured by how fast you go, but by what you notice. Oh, I take the long way home. I pass the church where mama prayed, the school where I met my friends, the house where I first kissed someone and thought love would never end. Some faces live in photographs, some names drift through my mind, but every mile reminds me how lucky I've been with time. The roads got rough in places, I lost my way a few times too, but even wrong turns led me to the life I grew into. Oh, I take the long way home, through joy and through regret, through all the dreams I carried and the ones I had to forget. Past laughter and heartbreak, past everything I've known, and somehow every winding road still leads me home. Yeah, the long way home. Maybe home isn't an address, maybe it's a feeling, a voice calling your name, a favorite song on the radio, a hand you've held for 40 years, the peace that comes when you finally stop rushing through your own life. So I'll take the long way home while the daylight still remains, wave at strangers on the sidewalks and let the evening rain. I'll stop for one more coffee, watch another sunset glow, because these ordinary detours have taught me what I know. The destination matters, but not as much as this. The beauty was never waiting at the finish line, it was scattered all along the road. Oh, softly. The sky is turning gold, and I finally reached the age where arriving isn't the point anymore. It's the stories, the scenery, the people beside you. Because if life has taught me anything, it's this: the best parts were never the shortcuts. They were the moments that convinced us to take the long way home. I used to walk with my eyes down, checking boxes in my head, too busy chasing somewhere else to notice who I passed. Then one morning at the grocery store, a lady smiled at me, said, "Hope you're having a good day." It wasn't much at all, but somehow it changed everything. So I'm smiling at strangers like we're old friends passing by, waving at the mailman, asking how's your little guy. A little kindness travels farther than we think. You never know who's thirsty for the hope you bring. Oh, I'm smiling at strangers. There's a kid bagging groceries, saving up for college dreams, a waitress working doubles with tired eyes and steady feet. The old man at the gas station still misses his late wife. The woman at the pharmacy is fighting through a hard time. We're all carrying something, trying our best each day. Maybe a little compassion helps lighten someone's weight. So I'm smiling at strangers, holding doors a little longer. Listen when people talk, yeah, instead of rushing onward. A joke at the checkout line, oh, a compliment sincere. Small gestures can become the reason someone perseveres. Yeah, I'm smiling at strangers. Oh, the older I get, the less impressed I am by being important, and the more I admire being kind, because nobody remembers how busy you were. They remember how you made them feel. So I keep smiling at strangers for as long as I'm around, scattering little pieces of grace all across this town. I may never change the whole world, but maybe that's alright. If I can make one burden lighter, one lonely soul feel seen, one worried heart breathe easier, that's a pretty good day's work. Oh, I'll keep smiling at strangers. Oh, not across a parking lot. A thank you meant with all your heart. A simple take care before goodbye. The world doesn't always need grand heroes. Sometimes It just needs ordinary people choosing kindness over and over again. And if this old life has taught me anything, it's this: a smile costs nothing, but it can change everything. I used to think there'd always be another Friday night, another chance to make things right, another morning light. I spent years talking to tomorrow like it owed me something more, leaving words unsaid to people I thought would always be around. Then I stood beside a hospital bed, holding a trembling hand, and time stopped being a number. It became sacred again. These borrowed time blues ain't about regret. They're about learning how to love what you still have left. One more cup of coffee, one more call back home. Nothing lasts forever. That's what makes it gold. Oh, these borrowed time blues. I call my brother more often now, tell old friends I miss their jokes, sit a little longer after dinner when somebody wants to talk. I notice how the evening sunlight falls across the kitchen floor, how my sweetheart says my name like she always has before. Funny how mortality can sharpen what you see, teaching you that ordinary moments are extraordinary things. These borrowed time blues have softened this old heart, made me quicker to forgive and slower to depart. Another walk at sunset, ooh, another song to choose. The clock keeps moving forward, but I'm dancing with these blues, yeah. These borrowed time blues. One day there'll be a last sunrise, a last laugh, a last drive through town. I know that now, but fear isn't the lesson. Gratitude is love deeper. Stay longer, say thank you, mean it. These borrowed time blues, ooh, don't bring me to my knees. They teach me how to treasure all these simple memories, all the wrinkles and the wisdom, the tears that led me through. I wouldn't trade this fragile life for another kind of truth, because every borrowed morning, every borrowed breath is a chance to say I was here, I loved attention. Oh, these borrowed time blues. The house grows quiet, the dishes wait in the sink. The old clock keeps ticking on the wall, and somehow, instead of making me afraid, it makes me grateful for the people, for the music, for the ordinary Tuesdays, for the chance to be alive at all. Because after all these years, I've learned the blues ain't always about sorrow. Sometimes they're about knowing life is precious, because it doesn't last forever. And that's enough to make this old man smile.
Daddy used to leave that porch light burning long after we'd gone to bed. A quiet promise in the darkness, more powerful than words he said. No matter where the road had taken us, no matter what we'd done, that little light kept whispering, you can always come home. Back then I never understood it, thought it was just habit and routine. Now I know love often shines in simple, steady things. Keep the porch light on for the ones still finding their way, for the tired hearts and restless souls who've had a harder day. No judgment at the doorway, just open arms and grace, because everybody needs to know, there's still a welcome place. Oh, keep the porch light on. My children have their own lives now, their own worries and their dreams. But when they walk back through this doorway, they're still the kids I see. Old friends call out of nowhere, voices weathered by the years, and somehow all the distance disappears the moment they are here. The world can feel divided, cold and hard to understand, so I choose to build a refuge, one conversation at a time. Keep the porch light on through every season's change, for the ones who need reminding that love still knows their name. A hot meal on the table, an extra chair nearby, the smallest acts of kindness can help somebody survive. Yeah, keep the porch light on. Maybe home isn't a house, maybe it's a feeling, the freedom to arrive exactly as you are, the comfort of being forgiven, the certainty that even after all your mistakes, someone still says, come on in. So keep the porch light on while acquaintances and friends, for grandchildren after supper, for neighbors stopping by, for one more song in the living room before another night goes by. Because this world needs more welcome, more mercy, more understanding. And if that's the legacy I leave behind, let it simply be this: no matter where you've been, no matter how long you've been gone, you never had to earn your way back home. Keep the porch light on. The crickets start their evening choir. The screen door softly swings. The coffee pot stays warm a little longer. Outside the night grows quiet. Inside there's laughter from the kitchen, and one small light shining against the dark. Not trying to save the whole world, just guiding someone home. Because after all these years, I've learned that love rarely arrives with fireworks. Sometimes it just waits patiently on the front porch, with the light still on. With the light still on.
I used to think that happiness was something you could win, a finish line to stumble through, a place you'd finally get. I chased promotions, bigger dreams, counted all the things I lacked, thinking joy was waiting somewhere just beyond my grasp. But age has a way of teaching what ambition never could. The richest parts of living are often quiet and good. I'm growing into joy, like an old tree reaching wide, beside a slower kind of freedom, a peace I understand. I didn't lose my younger self, I grew into this man. Oh, I'm growing into joy. Joy looks like my sweetheart laughing, flower on her face, grandkids running through the backyard like they're trying to win a race. It sounds like Motown on a Sunday, coffee brewing before dawn, and old friends saying take your time. Comes free. The tears taught me compassion, the losses made room for grace, and somehow all the broken pieces helped me find my place. Yeah.
Joy isn't something you chase, it's something you notice, something you practice, something you choose. I'm growing into joy with silver in my hair. Still amazed this ordinary life can feel this rich and rare. I sing a little louder, I hold on a little longer, because every passing year has only made my gratitude stronger. I don't wish to start over, I don't need yesterday. The older I become, the more I believe these may be the sweetest years of all. Oh, I'm growing into joy. The evening settles softly, the dishes wait until tomorrow. A favorite song drifts through the living room. I sit back in my chair and think about the man I used to be. He thought happiness was hidden somewhere far away. I wish I could tell him, slow down, look around, look around. The life you're searching for is already unfolding. You don't arrive at joy all at once, you grow into it. And after all these years, I'm still growing. Oh, I'm still growing.
I spent half my life standing up, trying to prove my worth, always reaching for the next thing, always somewhere else on earth. Front row at the office meetings, running hard, chasing applause, thinking if I just kept moving, I finally have it all. But somewhere in these silver years, I pulled up an old chair and learned the finest view in life comes when you're fully there. I found a good seat right here where I am, not too far ahead, not looking back again. Watching grandkids grow, holding my sweetheart's hand. Turns out the best seat in the house was never part of some big plan. Oh, I found a good seat. There's coffee on the back porch while the neighborhood wakes up. It's hearing old friends tell stories you've already heard enough. It's knowing the waitress by her first name and asking how she's been. It's sitting through the little moments most people hurry past. I used to think excitement had to shout to be real. Now I know peace and gratitude can make your whole heart sing. I found a good seat where laughter echoes along, where the ordinary rhythms become
I've watched babies take their first steps, and if life has taught me anything, it's this: the people beside you matter more than the view ahead. So sit down, stay a while, pay attention. I found a good seat with silver in my hair, still amazed by simple blessings floating through the air. Another sunset waiting, another joke from an old friend. I don't need a better story, I don't need another ending, because this ordinary life with all its scars and sweetness fits me just fine. Oh, I found a good seat. The game is still playing, the music hasn't stopped, the coffee's still warm, and there's an empty chair beside me. If you're tired from chasing everything, come sit down for a while. Look around, take a breath. You might discover what took me a lifetime to learn. You don't have to own the whole world to enjoy the view. Sometimes all you need is the good seed.
Monday found us in the kitchen, plate stacked by the sink. Mama warming up yesterday's supper, Daddy lost in thought and drink. Chicken in a Tupperware, sweet tea sweating on the table. Somebody laughing in the living room, old sitcom playing through the cable. Nothing looked like magic then, nothing you'd write songs about. But funny how the smallest moments grow larger looking back. Oh, Sunday's leftovers never tasted so good. A second helping of love served the way only family could. Stories told for the 100th time, every punchline's still the same. Funny how the scraps we almost missed became the things we couldn't replace. Yeah, Sunday's leftovers, Grandma asking if you've eaten, even while you're licking your plate. Uncle Joe exaggerating stories everybody knows ain't straight. Kids running through the hallway, screen door slamming in the heat. Somebody stealing the last biscuit, like a family tradition to keep. We thought life was waiting elsewhere,
crystal chandeliers, but none of them ever tasted like Mama's kitchen, because hunger isn't always for food. Sometimes it's for belonging, for familiar voices, for a place where nobody asks you to be anything but yourself. Oh, Sunday leftovers, they still feed my soul. The old recipes and inside jokes that helped this boy grow old. One more cup of coffee, one more story before we go. If I could revisit anywhere, it wouldn't be some grand occasion. It'd be that crowded little kitchen with laughter bouncing off the walls, and somebody saying, there's plenty left, sit back down. Yeah, Sunday's leftovers. The table got smaller, the chairs slowly empty. Some voices only live in memory now. But every time I warm up yesterday's meal, I can still hear them laughing, still hear Mama asking, you want some more? And I always do, 'cause after all these years, I've learned that love rarely arrives in perfect moments. Sometimes it comes wrapped in foil, waiting in the refrigerator, ready to remind you just how blessed you've been. Pass me the leftovers. Pass me the leftovers.
There was a time I feared tomorrow, wondered what it might take away. Another wrinkle in the mirror, another name I'd have to pray. I worried over things imagined, storms that never came to be. Spent too much of my precious living borrowing trouble I didn't need. But age has a funny way of rearranging what you see. And these days tomorrow sounds pretty good to me. Tomorrow sounds nice, like coffee before dawn, like hearing my sweetheart humming that old Motown song, like one more chance to laugh, one more sunrise to greet. I don't need forever, tomorrow sounds nice to me. Oh, tomorrow sounds nice. Maybe I'll call my brother, take the long road into town, buy flowers for no reason, watch the kids run all around. Maybe I'll finally clean the garage, or maybe I won't get that far. Sit on the porch and count the fireflies beneath the sky full of stars. The beauty of tomorrow ain't grand or guaranteed. It's simply one more opportunity to love the life you got. Tomorrow sounds nice, breakfast conversation, another familiar face, another song on the radio, another dream to chase. At my age I've learned the smallest gifts leave the deepest trace. But until then, why waste a day's sunshine being afraid of tomorrow's shadow? Hope is a choice, wonder is a practice, and gratitude is how I greet the future now. Tomorrow sound nice with silver in my hair, still making little plans for days that aren't yet there. One more hug from the grandkids, one more evening breeze, one more chance to tell somebody you mean the world to me. I don't ask for endless years, I don't bargain for more time. Just let me wake with wonder, and I'll call that a beautiful life. Oh, tomorrow sounds nice. The dishes are done, the house grows quiet, the moon hangs softly outside the window. I set the coffee pot for morning, kiss my sweetheart goodnight, and whisper a simple prayer. If tomorrow comes, I think I'm gonna like it, because after all these years, the future doesn't frighten me anymore. Not because life got easier, but because I finally learned how much goodness can fit inside an ordinary day. And if I'm lucky enough to see another one, tomorrow sound nice. Settles gently, the dish is finally done. I switch off all the kitchen lights except the little one. I sit out on the back porch, watch the neighborhood grow still, listening to the crickets sing up against the hill. I've said goodbye to enough people to know what those words mean. That's why these days I choose something different. I say, see you tomorrow, like hope still knows my name. And love still has a page, another cup of coffee, another chance to begin. As long as this old heart beats, I'll keep believing in. See you tomorrow, see you tomorrow, see you tomorrow. I kiss my sweetheart goodnight,
Tell the grandkids sleep real tight. Wave at old Mr. Parker as he turns off his porch light. I call an old friend sometimes just to hear him laugh again, ending every conversation with a promise wrapped in faith. We never know for certain what tomorrow's gonna do, but uncertainty has never stopped the sunrise from breaking through. So I say, see you tomorrow. Hey. To the people that I love, with gratitude for what we've shared, and trusting what's to come. Another song to listen to, another joke to spin. I may not know the future, but I don't have to fear it, no. See you tomorrow. One day there'll be a final evening, a final wave, a final prayer whispered into the dark. I understand that now, but tonight isn't about endings. Tonight is about faith, the kind that plants flowers in spring, the kind that sets the coffee pot before bed, the kind that says, I hope to see you again. So here's to see you tomorrow, with silver in my hair, still making room for wonder in this life beyond compare. I'll hold my people closer, forgive a little faster, laugh a little louder, dance a little slower, love a little deeper, and greet each borrowed morning like the miracle it is. Because if tomorrow comes, I'll meet it with a smile, and if it doesn't, let it be said that I spent my final days expecting goodness, believing in people, trusting in grace, and saying to this beautiful world, thank you. See you tomorrow. The porch light glows softly. The coffee is ready for morning. The house breathes its quiet songs. I lock the door, say my prayers, look up at the stars, and before I turn out the light, I whisper the simplest hope I know. Take care of yourself, drive safe, sleep well. See you tomorrow. Because growing older hasn't made me hold on tighter. It's taught me to let go gently, with gratitude, with faith, and with the belief that every goodbye sounds a little softer when it's wrapped inside hope.